Alcatraz. Built to house some of the most notorious criminals in American history, including Al Capone and Machine Gun Kelly, this prison was situated in the middle of the ocean. It was regarded as being impossible to escape, with 14 different attempts, ending with all of them being caught or dying. That is, until 3 notorious criminals devised a plan to break out. Frank Morris had a history of prison breaks. After escaping the Louisiana State Penitentiary, he was sent to Alcatraz, where he was later joined by the England brothers, with whom he had served previously at other prisons. They'd be locked in cells next to Morris. This made it easier for him to communicate with the brothers and form a way of escape.
Wait, time out. Machine Gun Kelly was a real criminal?
Yeah, that was a real dude.
That threw me off, too. I didn't know.
No,
I thought that you were... I thought it was a joke. I was like, wait... What?
No, that's where he gets the rapper name. It is from a dude named Machine Gun Kelly.
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like Machine Gun Kelly was thrown on Alcatraz.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is like way before his time. So I'm like, wait.
I don't think he lasted Alcatraz.
I don't think he was doing any beef with Eminem and Alcatraz.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably not.
The men began to chisel away at the salt-damaged air vent under the sinks. They continued to drive a tunnel through the unguarded utility corridor using spoons, a drill made from a vacuum cleaner, and discarded saw blades. To mask the noise of the drill, Morris would play his accordion during music time. Once the hole was large enough to crawl to the corridor, they set up a secret workshop at the empty top level of the cell block. To hide the holes, they crafted papier-mâché grills fashioned from magazines. Whilst in the workshop, they made rafts and life vests out of 50 stolen raincoats. To seal the rubber, they melted it using the prison's steam pipes. Lastly, shaping an accordion into a pump that helped inflate the raft, and using bits of plywood to turn them into paddles. Whilst they were at the workshop, they had to convince the guards that they were still in their cell blocks for nightly checks. Therefore, they papier-mâchéd fake heads of themselves out of soap, toothpaste, and toilet paper. To further sell the illusion, they painted them in a flesh tone using stolen art supplies, and took shaved hair from the barbershop to put on the heads. These, paired with a bundle of clothes in the shape of their bodies and blankets over top, would be convincing enough to the guard for them not to get caught. They scoured for a way out using plumbing pipes as steps, and climbed 30 feet to the ventilation shaft. They opened it up using a fake bolt made out of soap as a makeshift door step to keep it open.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, right away. Like, I've read this story when I was a kid, like, but it's, like, way more involved than I thought it was, and you're only just one page in.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
These guys are making heads out of soap.
I did that once to sneak out of the house, but not that involved.
I mean, you
I
always
put
see it
pillows under the blanket.
Yeah, you always see it in cartoons. You never actually expect it to work. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I think present cards are a little stupid, but still. I mean, these guys at least. On June 11th, 1962, it was finally time to make their getaway. The twins, as well as Morris, booked it, leaving a cellmate who also assisted in the getaway behind because he couldn't get out on schedule.
Oof.
They crawled through the holes they had made and sprinted across the cell house roof, running toward the guard tower with their boat, slid down a drain pipe, crossed the prison yard, and scaled 2 successive 12-foot barbed wire fences. Finally making it to the edge of the island, inflated their boat, and sailed into the wild seas. The alarm wasn't rung until the next morning, when the decoy heads were discovered. A week later, they found their raft next to the Golden Gate Bridge. Despite no bodies being unearthed, the FBI still declared in 1979 that the men were dead and the case was closed. That's the question. Do you think these guys escaped?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
You think they died?
No.
You think they made it?
I like to think they escaped.
I did too. Even if they were horrible people, that's a cool story.
It is. They're down the Caribbean still.
Yeah. I'll check.
Yeah. I figured by the time that they escaped from, they did the boat, and their boat was found all the way at the Golden Gate Bridge. You figure, yeah, they had to escape at that point. Your boat ain't going to make it to the Golden Gate Bridge if you just die first 5 minutes.
Well, they might have, I don't know if the boat was intact, though, when they found it, was it?
Are there...
No. It's
Are
made
there
out of raincoats?
But, I mean, it could float down there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we all float down here. Have you seen it?
That's exactly what I was thinking about,
I'll
too.
float down here, Georgie.
That is the remake is my absolute favorite horror movie. Those two together, favorite thing ever.
Have to watch
Anyway,
them.
but is there sharks in that water?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
I've been there, not to Alcatraz, but like the Golden Gate Bridge and like that pier and all that. So I've seen it in the distance.
I've been to Alcatraz.
Well, you
Yeah.
can visit it. We just didn't get
No.
tickets.
No, I served there a couple years.
Yeah, yeah.
I also tried to escape. They shot me. Yeah, I just don't think there's really much doubt that those guys made it. It's like D.B. Cooper.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite stories.
We'll probably cover that eventually.
Yeah.
All right, second prison escape. Yoshi Shiratori. Yoshi Shiratori would be accused of murder in the 30s. Yoshi defended himself, stating a local gang had framed him. However, a court would find him guilty and sent him to Aomori prison. At this time, Japanese prisons treated their prisoners harshly, often torturing them, which led to many attempted prison escapes. Yoshi would quickly identify security gaps and found a 15-minute window in which he would escape. Early in the morning, Yoshi picked the lock on his prison cell with a wire he had snagged from the bathhouse, leaving behind floorboard pieces he had pried up in his bed, which fooled the guards for hours. Unfortunately for him, he would only be free for 3 days upon being recaptured, this time now sentenced to life. With the start of World War II, Yoshi was sent to Akita prison, where they did manual labor. Akita made their prisoners sleep on concrete floors and locked Yoshi in solitary confinement when he wasn't working because of his previous prison escape. In his cell, he was made to wear handcuffs at all times, even while sleeping. Every night, Yoshi would slightly loosen his cuffs until they were ready to slip off. He would also practice scaling the walls at night, where he discovered an air vent. On a rainy night, Yoshi slipped off his handcuffs and scaled the walls, escaping through an air vent. The noise of the thunder made it so the guards didn't hear Shiratori. He had been on the run for months, but made a vital mistake. He went to the one correctional officer's house who had not tortured him, thinking he would help his cause of tackling the corrupt legal system in Japan. Instead, the officer would call the authorities, and he would soon be back in custody once more.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah, he's a 6'9", he's a little snitch. I wouldn't tell. If you got escaped from prison, you told me, I'd be like, that is awesome, dude. I do not care, like, I'm gonna mind my
Well,
own
I mean,
business.
it depends on the story, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, Shiratori got falsely accused of murder.
That's what I mean. Like, if it seemed pretty likely he was falsely accused, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's figure this out.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but if a serial killer came up to me wanting to chat, I'd probably be like,
I would chat as I slowly walked away and tried to get away from him.
yeah, but
Right.
if he was arrested for murder, wouldn't he just kill me? Like, why would he be like, hey, you're a pretty cool dude, I'd never thought about slitting your throat.
Well, I think people who are capable of murder probably have something, wires crossed somewhere in their brain, and so if you're nice to them, I'm not saying this is a fact, I know nothing about this, but like, I feel like it's always situational. I don't think anybody's just going to kill you just to kill you. I mean, there are some, sure, but I think if you were to be confronted by one and he started talking, you would want to make sure you keep talking and be friendly with him. That was what I would do anyway.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't want to risk making him mad.
Yeah.
Or her.
Or her.
Right.
There's female serial killers too,
Yeah.
No,
Not
I
as
mean,
often, but yeah.
that's the whole thing about serial. Serial means that they have absolutely no known motive for killing people. And like Jeffrey Dahmer, I guess you're cool if you're white, and you're like a chick. You're cool if you're doing that. He just liked to eat brown people or something like that. So
Yeah, I don't really know much about his story.
I think it was more of a taste thing though, I feel like he was like, these taste better. Like maybe he experienced it. He experimented on his own flesh at a youth age. He was like, I don't taste
my
that
gosh.
nice, Then he was like, I wonder what they taste like. And he was like, that's pretty good. Cinnamon flavor or something,
Interesting.
That's an interesting theory, yeah.
But we're not talking about
I
him,
do not condone this conversation.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm just reading.
At this moment, Yoshi was all over the news as a notorious escape artist. In an attempt to prevent any further escapes, he would be set in the Abashi prison. This prison was situated in a snowy region, where the prisoners were required to wear thin clothing. As an extra measure, they attached iron restraints to their ankles and wrists. Yoshi would spill droplets of miso soup on his shackles and on a small opening to his cell door over time, causing the metals to wear down. He was finally able to slip out of his shackles, and he dropped his body through the feeding slot by dislocating his shoulder. He was the only prisoner ever to escape Abashi.
This guy really is considered an escape artist. That is crazy.
Yeah.
There's an art form to it.
definitely.
Apparently, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he took a little bit of miso soup and just, it slowly dripped and it decrepit the metal, which is absolutely amazing.
That's wow.
That-
yeah.
And then he dislocated his shoulder. Man, that's rough.
I know. Wow.
Ugh.
Hey, I'd rather have my shoulder dislocated than be in prison for the rest of my life.
True.
For a year, Yoshi would live in a mine, foraging for berries and hunting rabbits. A farmer would attack him, thinking he was stealing, which caused Yoshi to kill him in self-defense.
Oh, no.
Okay.
A jury would sentence him to the death penalty as a result. He would get arrested one last time at the Sapporo prison. This time, the guards would not take any chances, surveilling him 24 hours a day. Yoshi would look up whenever a guard was watching him, giving them the impression that he was going to attempt to escape from above as he had done before. However, this time, he unscrewed the screws from the floorboard underneath his bed and dug a tunnel using a miso soup bowl.
Jeez.
Bro, this guy needs to be sponsored by some miso soup or something.
For real.
He needs to be in a miso soup commercial. For a year, he lived on the run until a police officer sat next to him and offered him a cigarette. Even though the guard knew not who he was, Yoshi confessed to his crimes.
Oh, wow.
Thankfully, prison reform had finally come, and the farmer's death was ruled self-defense. With Yoshi only having to serve 20 years in the prison, he requested for the escapes, which he happily did and even got out early on good behavior.
Wild.
Yeah,
What a wild story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
this man, he escaped prison 4 times.
I didn't even know you could do that as a green dinosaur.
Alright.
That never even crossed my mind. Wow, yeah.
This man's lost the plot.
Yoshi. And then, wow, and then he got into video games, I guess.
I
huh?
guess so, yeah. That good behavior really paid
I
off.
guess so. Wow, that was pretty good, actually.
There you go. That was good.
There you go.
I'm not even going to attempt that one.
Yeah. And then this guy was just such riddled with such a heavy conscience that he had to just tell the police any chance that he got. I don't even know. He's like, hey, dude, you know I escaped from prison? All right. See you later.
Yeah, and that makes me feel like he really was falsely accused originally because the way he just like, I got to tell somebody I did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he felt...
Because he would have definitely
Yeah.
eventually admitted that, yes, I did kill that first
Yeah,
guy
he
or
would've.
whatever.
Yeah, he
You
would have.
would
And he only
think.
got 20 years anyways.
Yeah.
He didn't. He
Yeah.
only got 20 years because he escaped so many prisons.
Right.
He probably would have been better off just never trying to escape. But honestly, it makes it more exciting. You get bored in prison. If I was in prison, all I'd be doing is trying to escape, man.
I would just be
Especially if I
learning.
could flutter in the air and stuff like that and stick my tongue out, you know. I don't know why he didn't use any of that stuff to escape, you know.
What?
What?
Nom nom.
Oh,
Stuff
because
like
he's
that.
Yoshi. I totally went away from that again.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And the guy was pretty smart though because he was looking at the sky. He
Yeah.
was like,
tricking him.
yeah, because that's how he previously escaped was through the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not
through the air.
Through the air, through blood
He
bending
flew.
or something. Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Oh goodness.
That's wild.
John
Good story.
Dillinger.
I've heard this name.
Yeah. After robbing a bank, Dillinger would exchange fire with an officer, killing him. Soon after, he'd be arrested and put into a local jail. Sheriff Hawley told reporters, I want him the first thing that we would stand for no monkey business. If he starts anything, there will be a half-dozen deputies about the place with machine guns to take care of him.
Was Sheriff Hawley a female?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
No,
I mean, what do you mean I'll see?
well, you won't see, like, with your eyes.
Oh.
You'll see her. She's coming. She's our
We'll
guest
come to the
today.
knowledge, I guess. I don't know.
She's our guest today? Sick.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Dillinger had many connections at the time, and as a result, he planned many escapes involving people on the outside. First, thinking members of his gang could get him out using dynamite, and second, wanting a gun to be delivered to him from a deputy who worked at the prison named Blanc.
Blanc?
Yeah.
First name or last name?
That's Deputy Blanc, so it'd be last
Name?
Yeah.
Crazy.
He couldn't get any of these that's just his name. It's just Blanc. He don't have no first name, last name. It's just Blanc.
Just Blanc. Just like Yoshi.
Like whenever you blink.
Right.
You blink 2 times.
I've Blanc.
Yeah, you blink in the past tense. You blunk.
I'm just Blanc.
He couldn't get any of these to work, so he settled for a wooden gun delivered to him instead. While out of his cell for exercise, Dillinger pressed the wooden gun against the guards' back, forcing them into cells with Deputy Blanc's acting, making the threat more convincing. Whoa, whoa, guys! Whoa! Oh, he's got a gun! And it's just like some, like, Nerf gun.
Yeah.
Hold up.
I got you, dude.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful out here. I got a gun. Stuff like that.
Is that what John Dillinger sounded like?
Yeah, he was hood.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
That's not a black impression, you know? That's just hood.
I mean, I didn't say that.
That's urban. It's urban. Like
Like the dictionary.
No, like the puppet from Victorious. He's urban. Robbie's puppet. You never seen that show?
I know what Victorious is, but I do not know anything about it.
The puppet that the guy he had a whole nother entity within him.
This is where our age difference is becoming a problem.
I guess you know Drake and Josh and Carly, but not Victorious. This is a shame.
Well, Victorious was after those.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but what was the name was Blanc?
You know the puppy. I mean, no, not
the puppy.
What the heck am I talking about?
I know the puppet.
You know the puppy? The puppet.
Because you kids watched it when you were little, and therefore I watched it. But
yeah, I did not.
I didn't know his name was Blanc, or is it?
No,
no, that's not the puppet from Victoria's name ain't Blanc.
He was urban.
Okay.
I mean, his name was Urban. That's what I meant.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, his name was Urban.
Or was he just talking urban?
He just talked urban.
Okay.
All right, let's just keep going to the story.
Never mind. And I'll be the delusional one over here.
His name was John Dillinger, the puppet from Victoria's. John Dillinger.
Oh, it was Blunt. Oh, it was Urban.
Keith Urban. He would escape holding Deputy Blanc as a hostage and riding off in a V8 provided by a paid-off mechanic. The female deputy would respond to criticism levied at her incompetence by saying, "I feel that I'm getting the blame for this just because I'm a woman. I can't see where I was at fault."
I mean, I can see where she's at fault. She's a woman.
That's not cool, dude.
I'm not touching that one.
Sorry. Anyway, next story.
It's not cool, dude. We need to really talk about this.
So, Dillinger. Okay, so Sheriff Hawley was.
Why
a
you
woman.
got yours in all a mess?
I'm putting them like this.
You just don't like. Okay.
And then I'm gonna just do it.
Yeah. What do you have to say?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
So this next guy's name is Pascal Payet.
Payet.
So he's a
Payet.
PP.
That's true.
You're
That's
right.
true.
Much like Pedro Pascal,
That's what I keep thinking about it.
who's also a PP and very anxious.
Pascal Payet. Pascal and his crew would rob a French bank, ending in a shootout where one of the guards perished. Pascal was arrested along with one of his crewmates, Eric Alborio. They were delivered to a maximum security prison that was thought to be inescapable. Pascal was locked up for 2 years, coordinating with a man on the outside named Frederick Mpaco. The plan was simple. Mpaco would hijack a helicopter, enter the prison's courtyard, and retrieve Pascal. The plan was successful, that is, until 6 days later when Mpaco was captured himself as a result of it.
Oh, get wrecked.
For 2 years, Pascal was a free man. However, his newfound freedom didn't result in a lifestyle change, as he continued to rob small jewelers for a living. Unfortunately, good wasn't good enough for Pascal Payet, as he would decide to hijack another plane to get his original crew out who had robbed the French bank. Only 3 weeks later, however, all of the men were caught and thrown back in prison. As a result of this, Pascal began blogging about the mistreatment he was getting in France's prison system, as well as going on a hunger strike. He was placed permanently in solitary confinement and moved every 6 months so he couldn't formulate any plans of escape. Fortunately for him, though, on a French holiday called Bastille, 4 of his cohorts would drive a car to hijack yet another plane and fly Pascal out of prison one last time. It took the police 2 more months to find him and catch him one last time, where he remains to this day.
Well, this guy's still alive.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's just chilling in prison now.
Let's go get a plane and get him.
I think that's a great idea. That's what I was gonna say though. Like they used a plane twice to get out.
Where do they land it though? I mean,
That's what I'm wondering.
No,
Yeah.
they used this plane 3 times, I'm pretty sure.
3? That's crazy.
So they
Yeah, they thought they were playing
and
GTA
they
or
never
something.
thought this guy uses planes. Let's not allow any flight. Like,
No, helicopters.
Oh, well, you planes.
What? Did I write planes this whole time?
Yeah.
That's where the confusion comes in.
What?
I was
It's
like,
not.
So
I was
it's
like, how are you
helicopters.
doing
It was
that?
helicopters,
Okay.
but potato, let's be honest here.
Yeah,
No,
one flies
it's
straight and
all
one can do all kinds of things. But yeah, same difference.
yeah, same difference. That's hilarious.
I guess, But,
I'm trying to figure out how they're landing the plane there. And
yeah, no, they did a helicopter. I
A
said it in the
helicopter makes
first
much
thing.
more sense, but still crazy that they pulled that
Yeah,
off.
they were playing GTA in real life.
That is wild.
Yeah, I think I lost my train of thought. All right.
What is Bastille Day?
Bastille Day is like some French holiday. It's supposed to be some sort of like independence or whatever.
Freedom Day or
war.
something. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay, really?
War Day or something like that.
They've had like several revolutions, haven't
Yeah,
they?
I looked it up, then I forgot about it. So
Nice. All right.
I'm not
sick.
France, you know. I'm not France, the country, or a person from France, you know.
Right.
So I don't know, but I
Oui.
think Bastille Day is to celebrate the singer.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I
pretty
think
sick
that's what it
singing,
means.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
that's
I
our
guess-
best guess as
I
Americans.
guess I'm outvoted, so
Yeah, exactly.
you're right.
I don't know. That guy was just kind of crazy, but he tested his luck way too much.
Yeah, for sure.
He should have just like stuck with it.
I
like,
love how he gets out of prison. He's like, I'm gonna keep committing more crimes.
Yeah, that's not even the problem. He also used a plane to get out his other people.
A helicopter.
If he would have, yeah, that's crazy. He used a helicopter to get out of his other people. If he would have just chilled, but I mean, I guess that's just about loyalty. But why did he have to go with them? To like, he's like, I have to.
Maybe
to
he's
go
the
with-"
pilot of the helicopter.
Oh, that's true.
Is he?
That's
I mean,
true.
I don't
He
know.
is.
He is. Yeah. Well, there
he
you
would-
go. That's
he would've
why.
Been.
And the loyalty. That was some.
That was good
That was
loyalty.
loyalty.
Yeah,
I mean, he got a cop killed in the beginning, so
yeah,
I can't.
he killed people.
I can't be proud of him or anything, but like that's still cool. If taking that out of it, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In GTA, you're supposed to have the helicopters come after you after killing cops.
And then you try to shoot them, and then it lands, and then you take them.
But
But
he
that's
brought
GTA.
the helicopter to the game.
That's wild.
That's wild. David Sweat and Richard Matt. David Sweat was serving 25 years to life after kidnapping and beating a man to death. Richard Matt was serving a life sentence after murdering a sheriff's deputy. Matt was given the name Hacksaw due to the manner in which he dismembered his victim's body.
Okay. Off to a great start.
Yeah.
Sounds like a sweet guy. A friendship blossomed between the pair when they first met in the Honored Block, a place where well-behaved prisoners were held, allowing them to stay out of their cells most of the time and have jobs assisting electricians and plumbers, as well as wear civilian clothing. Sweat and Matt were in adjacent cells. They began acting flirtatiously with a prison supervisor named Tilly Mitchell. Seeing as they were so dangerous, they were put under close surveillance, which ensured that the boys and Mitchell would spend a lot of time together. Hacksaw was a surprisingly talented painter. He got Sweat into it, which would be a key element in their escape. It became increasingly apparent to the other inmates that a suspicious connection was forming between Tilly and Sweat, especially after she began spending an inordinate amount of time in the stockroom with him.
Ooh, Sweat.
I always enjoyed my stockroom time with my coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if their name's Tilly.
She's pretty ugly though. That's her whole thing.
Wild you said that. Wild you said
Well, she's, traditionally unattractive. Beauty is the
Okay.
eye of the beholder. You
I
know?
like that. Yeah, that's
that. Traditionally
much better.
unattractive. That's what people say now.
Yeah, she's
Is that what they
traditionally
say?
unattractive.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's like super like, oh, this is so amazing that you like me, you know?
So
Oh,
it's
so
like,
she was. That's why it worked out so well because she's not used to it. So
No.
she's like, oh
She's
dear
not
me.
used to this
Yeah.
affection.
Yeah.
She also has a husband though, so
So she is used to it, or maybe he's a bad husband.
she's not used to strangers doing it. No, he's not a bad husband either.
It was for the thrill then.
Yeah, well, we'll read through the story. We'll see how her husband treats her.
Okay, sick.
or we could just sit around and guess for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I was.
I don't have a problem with that.
Eventually, I'll get it
Play a
right.
game of Guess Who.
But she's ugly, right? That was the key of it.
Traditionally
I'll
unattractive.
throw a picture
yeah.
up there.
That's right,
So
yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to hear that again.
Tilly ended up getting reported because of this. However, she defended herself by alleging they were only making these allegations because she was a woman. In an effort to avoid further controversy, the prison dropped it.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah. She must have gotten her advice from the deputy. The deputy was her mentor. She was like, you know what, I've been in this situation before. And what I did, I just said that, and
And it worked.
yeah, it worked. A corrections officer named Eugene Palmer would also assist the pair in their escape, as he and Hacksaw were great friends and provided them with various supplies, including TVs and paint, and helped them transport these items from the workshop to the honor block in a manner that would prevent them from going through metal detectors or being pat down. Palmer made it to where the boys are working the same tailor shop, and Sweat paid off the person staying next to Hacksaw's cell with $100 worth of smokes and some homemade lewd material so that they would be staying in cells next to each other. They have Mitchell smuggle in 5 hacksaw blades, which they use to chip away at the steel wall. They do this every day, with one of them standing guard and keeping a lookout for security. As soon as Sweat was able to crawl through his hole, he began to leave a dummy in his bed to make it appear as if he were sleeping, and put a painting up with magnets to hide the hole once he was inside.
There's so many little quips I want to make about certain things you say, but I'm like, that's just inappropriate.
It's all right. We can edit it out.
Yeah, I guess. I just you were like crawl through his hole, and I'm like, well, I got like 4 jokes for that one. Also, I was thinking about you says how he paid off a cell. What does it say?
A guard for with lewd material.
Lewd material. A guard?
No, not a guard. A prison mate. My bad.
Okay, I was gonna say, because that gets my point. Like, if society were to collapse, what becomes tender at that point? Like, what becomes bullets? Obviously. But, like, what else? Like, in Fallout, it's, like, caps, like bottle caps.
Yeah.
Is, like, the currency. But that's kind of crazy. Like, in jail, it's a whole different thing.
Adult films become the currency.
Yeah, that, cigarettes, like, drugs.
See, but in our society, we're so, like, we have that in, like, excess. You could just look it up on your computer, bunch of material. Yeah. But in prison, you know, you ain't gonna see that anywhere.
Well, yeah, not only that, but, like, money doesn't matter in prison. I mean, I don't know for sure, because I'm sure that there's, like, some kind of cantina thing I've heard about before. I don't really know how that works, but regardless, like, in prison, between prison inmates, there's, like, this different kind of currency system that's, like, based off of whatever you got, and I think that's cool. I mean, I don't think prisoners are cool if they did something bad.
I think prisoners are pretty awesome.
They're pretty hard.
Prisoners are pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, they're hard.
I want to be a prisoner at one point. Like,
well, they cut off their holes all the time. So
yeah, that's true. They probably
cut off their holes.
Regardless.
No,
crawl
I don't
through.
think you can cut off a hole by definition.
I thought you said they cut off their holes all the time.
Yeah, I don't think you can cut off a hole either.
Yeah.
No, they go through each other's holes though all the time, like their spot from across the Spider-Verse. They love going through holes, each other's. Spot, you know.
I think we.
I was just letting you sit on it for a second. Yeah. No,
Okay, maybe I should leave and you guys can talk.
Okay.
Back to the story.
You didn't even do that on purpose, did you?
No.
I didn't think so.
Okay.
As soon as Sweat was able to crawl through his hole, he began.
See what I'm saying?
You got us now. We gotta. Every time you see this.
Okay. Now don't laugh this time though.
Yeah, tell us not to laugh.
Okay, yeah.
As soon as Sweat was able to crawl through his hole, he began to leave a dummy in his bed to make it appear as if he were sleeping, and put a painting up with magnets to hide the hole once he was inside.
So he's got a dummy that he's hiding his hole with?
His hole must be pretty big if he
he's having the dummy in his bed.
Well, he can't cut it off.
I can't.
He makes it all the way to the underneath of cell block E, finding a metal pipe which he believes leads to a sewer system. He's able to saw through it in 2 days, but finds a cement wall blocking it. I'm glad we're going through a different means of escape, like a sewer system, you know?
Yeah, just like Shawshank Redemption.
I've never seen that movie.
I haven't either.
I was told to in my class, and then I looked it up. It said nudity, and I was like,
was it based on this, or wasn't it based on something else? Or?
I literally
it was based on
nothing
some of it was based on stuff like this.
I know Stephen King wrote it.
No, it happened really. It's really about Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he escaped from prison.
Yeah, he really did.
No,
he's just an actor.
No, I'm saying it was based off a Stephen King story, but
yeah.
Was it based off any true
to
it?
I literally know nothing about it. I've never seen the movie. I've never read the book.
Stephen King. I don't think it was based off Stephen King.
No.
The
Shawshank
movie.
Redemption.
I feel like my life is based off of Stephen King.
Yeah,
everything's based off of Stephen King nowadays.
Anyway, off of this. Never mind.
He's just defeated today. As he searches for other exits, he's able to see guards above him. One even drops a cigarette butt on his face unknowingly. He spends all his nights working and can't sleep during the day, fearing he'll be suspicious. He gets so frail that the guards remark on his figure. He decides the only actual exit is through the cement wall, so he begins to remove the bricks brick by brick. One day, he finds a contractor's gang box containing a sledgehammer, which makes for an excellent find.
That seems like too perfect.
Yeah, I know.
Like, oh, there's a sledgehammer. It's exactly the tool I needed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweat finally breaks through the wall using the sledgehammer every time the pipe screams. He goes back to the gang box and finds a power drill, an angle grinder, a hammer, and a battery pack. He needs more tools though, so he asks Mitchell to buy him 2 chisels, a steel punch, and some drill bits. She puts it in ground beef and freezes the meat. Hacksaw continues to pursue Mitchell, hoping to convince her to work with them. He even shares their escape plan with her. He begins to write her love letters all the time, which causes her to bring in all the necessary tools they need on a whim. She even starts taking naked photos of herself at home to give to Hacksaw for pleasure.
What was the time period of this?
This was about the 2000, I believe.
Oh, okay. So before like smartphones and all that. I mean, I know that she wasn't sending him nudes because you don't have a...
No, she was printing them out.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to decide if this needed to happen that way. I'm just, in my head, I got a whole thing going on. No, just continue.
You're picturing Tilly. That's what you're doing right now.
I mean, listen. I got to visualize the story.
You're like, I wish I was Hacksaw right now.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's kind of living my dream life, coming across all those tools.
He begins to write her love letters all the time, which causes her to bring in all the necessary tools they need on a whim. She even starts taking naked photos of herself at home to give to Hacksaw for pleasure, which he burns. So he's not even really into her. He's just faking it.
He said she was ugly, so...
Wild.
I mean...
What a master manipulator.
Yeah. I mean, he's not seeing much. You'd think he'd at least be like, well... If it's all
That's
I got,
true. I mean,
I'll give it one.
I mean, there's at some point in here, somebody somewhere has lewd magazines, so he's probably got what he needs, you know.
Yeah,
so. That's a good point.
I mean, I would give it one good goon, and then be like, all right.
Oh gosh.
I'd be like,
and then give it back.
Well, why do I need naked photos of her whenever I could just see it in the storage room? You know.
That's a good point.
I'm just like, I can see it in person. You know?
But she's thinking like you can see it all the time now.
Yeah, that's true.
And he's thinking, ugh.
Like it's not custom for like husbands to keep like naked photos of their wife. Like, oh, well, that's pretty good, because they have it all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like just on your desk, you just have random naked photos of your wife or something.
Yeah, I wonder what Hacksaw's
on
up
your
to
phone.
about now.
What?
Wonder what Hacksaw's up to about now.
I keep naked photos, but not of my wife. On my desk.
Of yourself?
Let's go with that.
Okay.
Oiled up men. They decide to have Mitchell serve as their getaway driver and flee to Mexico to start a tattoo shop. Mitchell suggests that when they leave, the boys should shoot her husband dead. Sweat begins drilling through a steam pipe. The heat is killing him, but he jerry-rigs a ventilation system using a fan, some plastic bags, and a t-shirt, which allows him to stay in there for hours. He cuts all the way through the pipe and exits a manhole, seeing a school across from him.
Where he distributed the naked photos.
To the students.
Yeah.
Here, children, I'm going to teach you about anatomy today.
This is health
promptly
class.
decided they would never have sex again in their lives. Not again, but just...
Again?
They're like 12-year-old students.
Wait a minute.
No way, not anymore.
Well,
No more gooning for
You
me.
promptly signed up for the monastery.
They tell Mitchell to park next to the manhole. Unfortunately for them, Mitchell would have a panic attack and be in the hospital when she was supposed to pick them up. They climb through the steam pipe and leave a sticky note with a drawing of an Asian stereotype on it, along with the words, "Have a nice day," written underneath. They wait for Mitchell to arrive, but she never does. They begin to run in the woods as far as their legs would carry them, but the cops are on their trail with a $75,000 bounty.
My goodness.
The cops get Mitchell to crack, and she admits involvement. She's sentenced to 5 years. Palmer is also charged for his involvement, fired, and spends 6 months in jail. The men are hiding out in an abandoned cabin in the woods.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah. With David Bautista or whatever.
Honestly, don't remember who's in it. I just remember I liked it.
What,
Cabin in the Woods? It was a good movie.
The men are hiding out in an abandoned cabin in the woods. They serendipitously find a shotgun and a pistol. Hacksaw attempts to hold up a car by pointing his shotgun at it, but is soon reported to the police. An officer arrives and they get in a shootout, one that ends badly for Hacksaw as he was drunk.
Oh, brother.
Sweat made it all the way to the Canadian border, but was stopped just a mile before by a state trooper.
Oh, man.
The trooper shoots him in the shoulder and arm, but Sweat makes a full recovery and is sent back to another maximum security prison.
Is he there to this day?
I believe so. until next time.
He's planning it right now.
Him and Pascal Payet.
Yeah.
Pascal Payet is going to come in on a helicopter and get David Sweat out.
Or a
But
plane.
I just feel like it won't be the same without Hacksaw, though. You know? Like, Hacksaw really gave it some charm, you know?
Hacksaw's the guy that got the nudes?
Yeah, I think they both did, though. She gave it to
Oh.
both of them.
Oh.
They were both in a relationship with her. They manipulated her to doing stuff for them by teasing her and being like, hey, girl.
What's up?
That's some prison riz, though, so.
Risen Priz.
Oh, Hacksaw's the one that hacksaw the people up when he killed them, right?
No, it was David Sweat. He was just calling Hacksaw for the way he did ceramics and stuff.
Wow.
No, not really.
Oh, I was like, what? Are you serious?
Yeah, I feel like David Sweat is not here to, to escape prison anymore because, like I said, the feeling just wouldn't be the same. It's like whenever you're sitting down and, like, as a kid, you're in front of the TV and you're playing, like, video games or whatever. If you were to do that today and you play Banjo-Kazooie or Crash Bandicoot, it wouldn't be the same. Same thing with if you were to escape prison but not with your serial killer best friend, just wouldn't have the same vibe to it.
So you think his heart's just broken? He can't
Yeah,
get himself to do it anymore?
pretty much.
Interesting.
I think they
We should interview him.
Yeah, that's true. I think he's went into the storage room a couple times with Hacksaw back in the day.
Oh,
gave him-
interesting.
he gave him-
So they were escaping through a hole
Yeah,
mentally.
I bet they, he went in and out of his manhole, and I bet that.
Mhm.
I mean, you got to know how to get in a. If you got to know how to get in a hole, and you got to have practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the best way to do it. In order to get.
I can't agree with you, but I can accept that you're saying that.
That's such an odd quote.
I don't know. I have no experience.
I mean,
Yeah.
Nobody believes you at this couch.
I'm not saying I don't have experience. I'm just saying I can't agree.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Dianne Downs. Dianne Downs was imprisoned after shooting her 3 children, killing one and severely injuring the others. 3 years after she was convicted, she would escape the penitentiary by scaling over the 18-foot fence using her jacket as a covering over the barbed wire and simply walking off. She had the address of an old cellmate's husband who lived close to the prison. She would knock on his door and ask if she could stay there. He was apprehensive at first, but after she flashed him her breast, he agreed she could stay. He hid her for a whole 10 days before she was caught again and thrown back in prison.
There's a lot of simps on both sides in all these stories.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, hey, can I stay at your place for a little bit? Now can I? And stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he's like,
I mean, yeah, but that's like, I'd
don't
still
know.
be like, no. I mean, thanks, but no.
I would think there was something a little weird happening, I mean, I don't know.
That's
But-
wild.
but at the exact same time.
It's like when was this story? Is this recent too? Like,
This is
internet
like
age?
this is like the 90s or 80s.
I don't know. There's Playboy and stuff. Like, I just feel like that's just not worth it.
Well,
I mean, like, she was caught, right? So was she caught in his house?
That's what I'm trying
she
to figure
eventually
out.
left. She was like,
Oh, so
"See
she
ya."
let. He didn't get in trouble.
I think he did for
Aiding and abetting.
aiding and abetting. Yeah.
Mm.
See, yeah, that's not worth it.
No.
I'd be like, thanks, but
Well,
no.
that's the whole thing. Maybe he was lonely because his wife is in prison, right? So he gets no. It's not about seeing because you'd think some virgin answered the door like, "Yes, right away, madam."
Oh, he's thinking he's gonna get some more
Yeah.
from that. Okay,
So he, like-
that makes more sense.
And then there's some confessions where he said, "I fell in love with her" or something like that. So he's a little bit deluded too. You gotta make.
Interesting.
I mean, he strikes me as the guy that married some chick in prison, not that he was married and then she went to
Oh,
prison.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's probably what happened, because he was like, I think he was a little bit messed up in the head too, a little bit of a tweaking out a little bit.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, well, that makes more sense.
What a
now.
man wouldn't do for some bahoobies.
Yeah, well, I mean,
El Chapo. El Chapo's first escape involved him bribing a guard who opened his cell and put him in a laundry basket. With the assistance of a maintenance man, he was able to roll out the front door. He was then taken out of the maintenance man's trunk and was able to go in and purchase goods. He also reportedly bribed several officers guarding the prison, as well as those who searched for him, which cost him a total of $2.5 million. A reporter would later claim, with video proof, that the laundry basket claim was a misnomer and that Chapo actually walked out of the front door in a police uniform, having paid off high-ranking police officials who had helped him every step of the way.
wild.
Once they had recaptured him, they increased security, ensuring he was constantly surveilled. The guards were instructed to speak to him only in the context of issuing orders with no small talk, and allowed him to visit his family exclusively every 9 days. El Chapo, as well as 1,000 other inmates, went on a hunger strike due to poor conditions in the prison. Mexico officials would argue he deserves to be sentenced in their land and not in America, and as a result, he would be transported to a prison in Mexico. El Chapo would one day take a shower and suddenly disappear. It was the only place in his cell that didn't have a camera monitoring it. When the guards investigated, they found a massive hole in the shower with a ladder leading down its side. The people working for him had dug a gigantic tunnel leading to his shower. The tunnel had so much dirt that it could fill up 350 trucks. The tunnel was wide enough for him to walk through. It was also equipped with a cooling system and lights.
Oh my God.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
He never stayed, like, after this, he was never in prison again, right? Like, he never ended
No,
up...
they got him caught.
Oh, did they?
They caught him. He's in prison right now.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's still
10
alive.
years ago or so, maybe less.
But he was out for a while,
he was out
right?
for a long time, yeah.
Because he's super rich. He's a drug cartel leader guy.
And then I think they tried to break him out of that one or something too.
Really?
Yeah, I think. I'll have to look up again, but
It was him that I think I saw a picture of him in front of the White House while he was wanted. So he was just like with his kid in front of the White House. That was crazy.
We should interview him.
Oh yeah.
My dad said that the El Chapo movie on Netflix is really good.
I thought that was a
I
series.
didn't even think about watching that. I should watch that.
Wait, wasn't there a whole series with
Yeah,
Pedro Pascal?
there is a.
With
Yeah,
Fifi?
yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
I
the
think
show or is it a
that might be
documentary?
the one he's talking about, but there's a documentary too that's really good. I think.
Okay.
I think he was talking about the documentary, but
It's
Okay.
called Narcos.
Yes. I always wanted to watch that. Never have.
We'll get to
Yeah,
drug
me too,
cartels
both of them.
eventually. But El Chapo was just too connected. He just had everybody they literally just dug it. Like,
Yeah, I mean, a cooling system in a tunnel, like
Yeah.
crazy. Like
He
it's
had-
one thing to build the tunnel enough for him to walk through,
I
but
know.
it's also cool. Like, hey man, we got you.
make it cool now. No, that's wrong.
Make
It's
it
close.
cool.
Okay.
I am El Chapo.
You're going to make it cool now for me, okay?
Hey man, where did your guys' voices go?
They definitely don't sound Mexican, but
Wow.
yeah, he had the money.
The power, the
everything.
women.
Yep. The women with the power, the money with the men,
Yep. And all the holes he wanted.
all the holes he wanted.
Just one massive hole.
They
with
dug a massive
cooling.
hole. Yeah.
Yep. A
Cooling
nice,
would
cool,
be, yeah.
dirty but clean. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
kind of like
Gotcha.
he was like kind of like the Underminer or something like that. He just liked, he just worked through tunnels and dug through tunnels and escaped through tunnels and everything,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Or-
the guy from the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah, that guy too. Whatever his name is. I
Mole
forgot.
Man or something?
Mole Man, yeah.
That's what I was, yeah.
South African Houdini. A group of 3 men, Tim Jenkins, Stephen Lee, and Alex Momberes, were all held in a guardhouse containing political prisoners. Jenkins realized that the keyhole to his prison cell door was a standard one, so he planned to fashion a key to fit through it. He stuck a piece of paper inside the lock to map its shape and try to memorize the keys on the guard's key ring so he could craft a duplicate out of wood. He snuck his new key out using a thermos. It didn't fit right away, but with the help of a file, he was able to open the door with ease. The only problem was that there was now another locked door right in front of him. Jenkins had the other 2 stand watch while he tested his new key on the other door. He filed it down to where it finally fit. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to relock it. The guards began walking toward them as Jenkins frantically attempted to relock the door.
Will he do it?
However, when he was unable to do so, he fled and hoped for the best. Fortunately for him, the guards blamed each other for the blunder. Luckily for them, the key for door 1 also worked for door 3. They were making good progress, but needed to know more. Lee came up with a plan to see how many doors they would have to unlock to escape, so he feigned a toothache. He figured out that to escape, they'd have to unlock 10 doors, going past the night wardens and out the front door of the prison. At this point, the men were stumped, but Mumberes hatched a plan. Mumberes analyzed that the warden had a set routine of playing a song before checking all the cells. He figured they could run downstairs where the guard began his inspection, hide in a broom closet, wait for him to walk past them, and then start unlocking as many doors as they could before he circled back to his office, giving them about 15 minutes. The first time they did this, they hid in the Harry Potter closet with much trepidation, so much that Jenkins was sweating and gripping the door shut. Just as the guard was a few feet past them, the door opened because Jenkins' grip had loosened too much on it. Thankfully, the guard didn't notice. They tried all the keys they had made thus far and were able to get past 5 doors, with the guard forgetting to lock door 4. Week after week, Jenkins crafted different keys trying to get into door 6, but wasn't able to.
This is genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
That's so crazy.
Yes. Jenkins figured this was a more intricate lock than all the others, and therefore required an elaborate key. Made out of wire and wood, this key was able to be molded to fit the correct shape. However, to test it, they needed more than 15 minutes, so Lee had to stall. Lee told the guard he had insomnia. As a result, the guard made small talk with him, discussing his favorite sport, rugby, and their latest scores. Thanks to Lee's help in gaining the time for them to test the locks, they were able to get through every door except the last one, avoiding setting off the alarm. To pull off this escape, they would need a big distraction, but it couldn't come from Lee this time, so they asked for help from a man named Dennis Goldberg, who was supposed to distract the guard. It's essential to note that 8 men were part of the original escape plan. However, it was unrealistic to believe that all of them would actually succeed in their escape. Therefore, the others would flip off the lights in their section of the prison while Goldberg called the guard to switch them back on. The day had finally arrived. The men got through the first door easily. Momberes flipped off the lights and made sure it wasn't an easy fix. The men in the closet heard Goldberg scream for the warden to turn the lights back on. The guard fixed the lights, and then Goldberg began to ask him why the lights had turned off, which led to the guard discussing rugby with him. They got through every door with ease, but on the last door, no key fit. The warden was almost back to his office, which meant they would have to sneak past him to go back to their cells. The others suggested he use a chisel to hack off the lock. Jenkins gave the chisel to Momberes, and he started working on it, with the guard somehow not hearing him, only a few feet away. They finally got it open and walked out, passing guards along the way who assumed they were mere civilians. They made it to the getaway car and were smuggled all the way from South Africa to London.
Oh, so they got away with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, they were super smart and got away with it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I hope they weren't in jail for anything super gross, because that's sick.
I will give the background now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were in jail during apartheid in Africa. So they were fighting for, like, anti-segregation against, like, blacks and whites in apartheid. And then, they were basically arrested for that. They were political prisoners.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You said political prisoners
Yeah.
at the beginning. That's right.
That's
okay.
awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and the dude, I'm pretty sure there was a movie made about Jenkins with Harry Potter. Wait, that's kind of funny. I put that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, made with that guy, Daniel Radcliffe. I
Well,
will
good
say
for
that.
them. They were on the right side of the
Yeah,
political problem, though, right?
Yeah,
Not
they
the-
were.
not
No,
the
they weren't
segregation
arrested.
side.
They were arrested, and then Nelson Mandela came through after that too.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and obviously that guy was a pretty good president. You know,
As far, I mean,
my favorite black president over Obama. You know, I think Nelson Mandela did a lot for this country. You don't know Nelson
because he
Mandela
died in
is?
prison.
Because he died in prison, maybe.
So the Mandela effect was actually named that because people thought that he had died in prison.
Yeah.
But then he later became the president of Africa
Right.
or whatever. Not the whole continent, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the president of Africa.
Yeah. You got a good accent. You're good at these.
Thank you. Kiss. Give me a kiss. Ted Bundy. Bundy acted as his own lawyer, and as a result, he was not required to wear leg shackles or handcuffs and was allowed to walk freely from the courthouse to the law library. Bundy stated,
Over the months, I had noticed a number of opportunities just to walk right out. I thought a great deal about escape, and I don't know if I had the guts to do it, quite frankly.
that's like Elvis mixed with Obama.
Let me be clear.
That was Obama.
That wasn't bad.
Honga,
actually.
honga.
Yeah.
Change. I don't know.
Yep.
While locked in the law library by sheriff's deputies, he would take a leap of faith.
The guard went outside for a smoke. The windows are open, and the fresh air is blowing through, and the sky was blue. And I said, I'm ready to go.
How about you?
And I walked to the window, and I jumped out. Honest to God, I just got sick and tired of being locked up.
Bundy told a reporter. That guy's just like... He seems like a cool dude, though. I mean, besides, like,
Ted
killing...
Bundy?
I mean, like, in that, whenever you're hearing him,
He's
pretty
super chill
about,
for sure.
like,
Yeah.
smoke a blunt with him, and then, you know... I'm not really cool with his dating life, though. I feel
his
like...
dating life seems a bit rough.
Yeah, his dating life's a little
Yeah.
bit out there.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. I mean, you know, you can't kink shame, but like, come on, dude. You know what I'm
You
saying?
can murder shame, though. You know, that's
You
the
can.
other thing.
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
You absolutely can.
He just seems like he's just honest about it. He's like, I'm ready to go. Let's
Yep,
go.
yep.
Let's jump out
I
of
guess
this
it's
window.
time to go for me.
Like the cowardly window, like jumping out of the window of the Wizard of Oz. It's like, who just jumps out of like a 2-story building is like, I'm ready to go. Woo!
Wait, was it a 2-story building?
Yeah, it's 2 stories.
Oh.
I'm ready to go.
Well, he got sick and tired of being locked up.
Aim for the bushes.
I understood that reference.
He leaped from the 2nd-story window and headed straight for the mountains. 10 minutes passed before they even realized he was gone. Roadblocks were put up, and every vehicle that left town was searched. Bundy broke into a cabin in the mountains and stayed there for several days. He then walked back into the city and stole a car that was unlocked with the keys in its ignition. A
Classic.
deputy ended up pulling over Bundy after he noticed him weaving in and out of traffic, and only 6 days after his dastardly escape, he was back in custody. Bundy was then placed in a cell with bars that weren't secured and a missing light fixture, which was supposed to be welded in. Bundy began losing weight during his time there, losing roughly 25 pounds. Bundy carved an opening in the ceiling of his cell, and he arranged some law books and pillows to make it look like there was a body in his bed. He came down into one of the jailer's apartments, which was unoccupied, and put on civilian clothes, then fled into the night. This time, Bundy went far, boarding a flight to Chicago, taking a train to Ann Arbor, Michigan, and then driving all the way down to Tallahassee, Florida. It was there that he was able to slaughter his last 3 victims: Margaret Bowman, 21, Lisa Levy, 20, and Kimberly Leach, 12.
Oh, come on.
That's
Yeah, I
terrible.
know.
I mean, the other 2 are bad, but that one's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me sad.
He was out here laughing like, that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's... A week after he kidnapped Kimberly, an officer would notice Bundy's car idling, which made him suspicious. The officer ran the plates and discovered that the car had been stolen. He then arrested Bundy, but Ted refused to identify himself. He told them he was a college student named Kenneth, and gave them a stolen driver's license. Hey, are you Ted Bundy? I'm Kenneth, man. Nah, man, my name is Daquan.
Yeah. Wait, this license does not look like you.
He just gives them like a like a 16-year-old student, you know, and then he's just like some balding 40-year-old man. Nah, man, my name is Kenneth.
Sounds like, what's that boxer's name?
What?
Tyson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
yeah.
I'm Mike Tyson. That's right.
I'm a stuff your
Good.
manhole with my anus. I don't even know. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good
put
one.
my fingers up your anus.
Well,
I'm
that's
gonna
a-
love you real tight. I'm gonna kiss you and you gonna like it. I'm gonna lick you. You ever hear him do that stuff?
Yes, actually.
Yeah,
I've not heard him. Oh, yes, when he's taunting. Yes, I have seen those.
I'm gonna
Wasn't
make
quite
love
that
to you. I'm gonna make
much,
love
was
to you
it?
real nice.
What?
Wasn't that much was it though?
Yeah,
I mean,
he did that all the time.
like,
I
I
even
don't,
did it
yeah,
when
but
he was
he
fighting
didn't do the
Logan Paul.
fingers thing
Yeah.
you said, right?
like thing, you know.
I don't know. I mean, he had lots of different techniques for lovemaking.
Well, I mean, to each
His
their own.
his opponents. There's a Key and Peele sketch about that though,
Oh, okay.
where they actually end up together after he boxes him. You know, he's like, "I'm gonna make love to you and we're gonna have a family," and then after that, they become couples.
I
you
have
know?
not seen that, but I kind of want to see it now.
Every once in a while, I'll just watch a random Key and Peele skit. Only 2 days later, he would give up the ruse and reveal his identity to them. Ha! It was not Kenneth. It was actually Ted Bundy.
me all along.
Me, the notorious serial killer.
What?
The fact these people in Florida have no idea who Ted Bundy is, it's like,
Yeah, but it's before the internet. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess they got the newspapers and stuff. I wonder how big of a deal. I guess he was probably a big deal before even being in Florida by then, right? But like, what are the chances you catch Ted Bundy in Florida, right? As
Yeah.
a cop, like, come on.
Yeah.
yeah. Only 2 days later, he would give up the ruse and reveal his identity to them. He was sentenced to death via the electric chair and was put down a year later.
I love how that's stated. He was put down.
Put down.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those were some wild stories.
They absolutely were some wild stories, and I kind of want to escape prison now. I want to see if I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go to prison and see if we can escape it.
When I was a kid, when I would read these stories, I was always fascinated by prison escape stories, and I actually wanted to try to escape prison one day.
I always wanted to escape prison too. It's just about getting there is the hard part for me.
Yeah, me too. 'Cause
Like,
I don't
what am
want
I
to
gonna
really
do?
go there.
Because
Yeah.
if you kill someone, you're a bad dude. You know?
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to be a cool dude. You
Yeah.
know, that's like God is like, thou shalt not kill.
For sure.
If you, obviously, diddling is off the table, you know? Whether it's a grown person or a little kid, diddling, you can't do that. But that's going to get you...
I mean, you could rob a bank and have credit.
Yeah, I don't know why you're going to
No.
the worst
I know,
possible
right?
things.
Just rob a bank. They'll put you there.
Well, I'm just thinking about what gets you in prison, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if you rob a certain amount of money, I'm sure you'll go to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did he?
And also, if you do it at gunpoint and don't kill anybody,
Yeah.
Don't kill, don't diddle.
Yeah.
thou shalt not diddle. That's the second commandment.
I'm pretty sure it's close.
I guess they have escape rooms now, though. I kind of want to do one of those.
Yeah, but that's not as cool.
I know, but like, it's the closest I'm gonna get, probably.
You don't know that.
Well, until free speech is taken away.
So
Yeah,
I'm saying,
yeah.
whenever we get to talk about some serial killers here pretty soon, I think we should start doing that, right? I think we should probably become serial killers, right? After we do the podcast for a little while, get famous, become serial killers,
Okay.
right? Notorious like the podcast podcast predators or something like that. But not
I don't like that word.
yeah, like that might give us
Maybe
like
a different.
Yeah, that might give us a
alliteration.
Chris Hansen. The podcast
Pillagers.
pariahs. The podcast pariahs.
Wow, I like that. Pariahs.
And then, well, he could just sell cocaine too.
The
That could
perilous
always be the-
podcast pariahs.
Yeah. Yeah, and well, then we'd be PPs though again.
No,
But,
three P's.
yeah.
PPP. Perilous podcast.
I don't like
pariah.
any. I don't like any things that have three.
Well, technically, to
letters.
be alliterative, you have to have three
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
You can't just do it two. So
Or
we have
he-
to be.
Or we could just get. We could just rat on him for his drug empire. You know, he could go to
That's
prison.
true. Yeah, and then we'd be
try to
narcs
escape.
though, and I'm not no narc.
Yeah, I'm not a 6'9". I'm
Yeah.
not no 6'9". I'm not
Yeah,
no
yeah.
snitch.
Right.
But then I think we should just
You know what
escape.
snitch rhymes with? Exactly, and that's what
Oh.
he
Mitch.
is.
Yeah.
Tilly Mitchell.
Yeah.
She was a little bit of a snitch too. Oh yeah. Okay.
What's the most racist thought you had today? I'm kidding.
that should be like our audience questions, you know?
Yeah.
Comment down below. What was the most racist thought
Yeah.
you had today?
Hopefully.
What was the most anti-Semitic thing you've done in your life?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Hey, I'm 12.5. You are too. 12.5. You're 25% Jewish.
We will be offended at all your comments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're hoarding money.
Yeah. I hope you guys liked the episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, and
Comment down below.
stay down.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
hype
comment.
the video.
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
Hype this video up. Hype it up.
The dog's
And then-
already crap on you. Look at that. The dog's like, what he's showing what he thought of it.
And stay
That was perfect.
and stay tuned next time where we talk about the goofiest serial killers.
The gooniest serial killers.
The Gooners.